Okay, in question 1, A, let's take a look. The question is that cosine 2t plus pi over 4. Okay, so this is the xt. Typically, you cannot use the method. So therefore, you have to use the type 3. If you remember from the first video, as I talked about the type 1, type 3. So this is considered a type 3 formula. I mean type 3 thing. So the first step is to use the trigo rules. Therefore, cosine 2t plus pi over 4 is equals to cosine 2t cosine pi over 4. Is it minus plus? Minus sine 2t sine pi over 4. Okay, and if you were to simplify, cosine 2t, this one cosine pi over 4 will be square root 2 over 2 minus minus sine 2t square root 2 over 2. Okay, and then yeah, and then this is the point where I'm so stuck with it. Okay, so for this portion I would use Euler's formula, where ej theta is equals to cosine theta plus j sine theta, and then e minus j theta is equals to cosine theta minus j sine theta. And then to write them in terms of cosine and sine, ej theta plus e minus j theta. So I take this thing, I add up with this, so I have cosine theta plus cosine theta equals 2 cosine theta, and then j sine theta minus, equals to 0. So therefore 2 cosine theta I just bring down, so I will have this. And then similarly I can represent sine in terms of this equation. It will be provided as 2j. Okay, so sub in you will have cosine, will have e 2tj plus minus 2tj, and then over 2, and then maybe I should, because they have the same coefficient, so I just take out the coefficient, and then minus it's e 2tj. Okay, so because they are all in terms of 2t, so I don't need to scatter anything, and then minus e minus 2tj, and then 2j. So from this thing, I can rewritten them as 2, and then e 2tj over 2 1 minus j. As you can see, this is 2tj, this is 2tj. I just factor the half e 2tj out. So therefore I have 1 minus j. Okay, you can just work it out, but it is that, and then plus e minus 2tj, e minus 2tj, this one minus e minus 2tj, which is plus. So therefore I have plus, and then I similarly I just bring out the coefficient of this of their similarity. I'll have 1 plus 1 over j. So if you were to compare with the answer is written by the answer says that given it's C1 is equals to square root 2 over 4 1 plus j, and then C minus 1 is equals to 1 minus j, which is, I don't know what the hell already. I stop at this. Okay, because similarly I can bring this thing out, so it'll be square root 2 over 4. And you know, where is this? How do I eliminate this? And maybe this is ej omega. So my concern here is actually what is the e2dj? If let's say, in fact, e2dj may represent, hello, what's my thing? It represents ejk omega t, right? And then because we don't know what is omega, so we just leave it there because we want to solve for k ma. For until here, right, I don't know what. Until here, because we want to set in terms of c1 and minus 1. How do you know which is 1, which is minus 1? How do you know which is k? I mean, you know. So from here to tj, so therefore I can say that 2 is equals to is with regards to k and omega. Okay. So omega is in terms of pi ma. But how you want to, you know? So since omega is in terms of pi, then k cannot be having cannot be anything cannot be pi also 1 over pi in order to get a coefficient of 2. So if what I mean is that, let's say if k is 1 over pi, then if omega is 2 pi, at least we can get 2, right? But no, k cannot be anything of pi. So this is the point that I'm so stuck with. So yeah, as you can see, for question 1c, 1c represents the same phenomenon with question with page 123. Okay, so if I were to do for 1c, if I have done now, it's already damn late already. Anyway, this okay. Anyway, I just write it over here. Question 1c. Yeah, so zoom in more. Ouch. Okay. So we have question 1c. We have what do we have? We have xt is equals to sine 2t, which is a double angle. So we use double angle formula. We have maybe I should refer back to the thing. So we have what do we have? Half 1 minus cosine 2 theta. And if you were to write it out, you will have half minus half cosine 2 theta, and use Euler's formula, sub in for cosine. We will have 1 minus half, and then this whole chunk is 2, since it's 2 theta or 2t, whatever. So you will have ej 2 e we will have e2j, and then plus e minus 2j, and then over 2, right? And then if we were to bring it up, this is half minus 1/4, and then e2j plus e minus 2j, okay? And then half minus 1/4 e2j, and then minus 1/4 e minus 2j. So from here, typically, therefore, if omega is equals to 2, okay, then k is equals to minus 1 or 1. But omega cannot be 2, must be in terms of pi. So this is the point where, although we can straight away identify that this is C0, this is since this is there's no negative in front, so this is k equals to 1, and this is k equals to minus 1. Okay. So that's why C1 is equals to minus. That's why C1 is equals to C minus 1. Okay. But it's pretty hard to do. This is the step I stop here, So I hope that if in the future you are doing this, if you're wondering about this, you can actually go and take a look. I have passed all my knowledge to you, and I hope that you can do this. Yeah, thank you.